Hi, hello, welcome to the weekly reading for the Demystified Tarot Collective. So I'll be putting some cards today. I'm using different deck than before. It's the Mystic Mondays Tarot, which is one of my favorites. It's very simple, but I would say it's just rich. So let me see. The cards started flowing. The first one is Four of Cups. And as always, the reading is kind of from Thursday till, well, next Wednesday. So as of now, it's the June 19th to June 25th. Oh my gosh, it's the end of the June. Can you believe that? I can't. Well, I don't do reversals really, so I'm just gonna put it as it is. Sorry, it's taking time. Okay. Wow. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it this way. Maybe let me kind of see. Okay. So we've got Four of Cups, the Hanged Woman in this deck, and the Hermit, and it's crossing by the Hierophant. Oh my gosh, first of all, I feel like we're gonna be a little stuck. It's another timeline. There last week was kind of more active and going. We had some actions, some good luck. But I see we're going back into a bit of a chill out and a little of a timeout, I would say. I mean, Four of Cups typically doesn't especially mean this kind of break or timeout thing, but like you can see in this deck, especially, there's like a lady sitting and meditating, and even in traditional, tarot, it's someone sitting. And fours are generally not cards of actions; they're kind of cards of inaction, exactly. But Four of Cups most traditionally means kind of disappointment and like not liking our options, like having those options in front of us and feeling like, yeah, I don't really like them. Neither of these is good. Like, meh, yeah, I don't feel like any of these. And the fourth cup kind of represents some good option that we are not seeing, or like not accepting something good, or like just having this bad attitude of um, just kind of being picky about something and just not content, and because of that missing something good. So I would say, there's a lot of kind of disappointment and kind of sitting there and being like, yeah, I don't feel like I have a good option in front of me. But I feel like there's, as usually in life, some kind of option that we are not seeing, or maybe we're seeing it but we're not seeing it for what it is. So in this deck, though, because it's a little different, and that's kind of the point of using different decks, so you can kind of get a little different interpretations from them. I would say it seems like this person is trying to kind of manifest the fourth cup, the good cup. Just so I feel like there's no good available options in front of you. Like you don't feel like your heart is not in any of this. Again, it's cups, so it's connected to our emotions and heart. So like I would say the heart is not in either of the available options, and we're like trying to kind of manifest and praying for this like fourth option. So hence like she's sitting with her hands like in prayer and like, oh, I need this fourth thing, I need this fourth path, this fourth option to show, like one that I can accept. And then the other two major arcana, majors always is something bigger. So I think it's something important in our life, and believe me, I do resonate with it on my personal level very much. And Hanged Woman here is feeling stuck, and often it's like putting ourselves in this position. Of course, we might not feel like we put ourselves there, but ultimately it's always our own choice to be where we at. And sometimes we do that to kind of gain a new perspective, and it's kind of necessary for us, like, because again, the fourth path is not there yet, like it's not manifested yet, we're not seeing it, so we're in that stuckness, I think, until we can see that. And overall, the Hermit is making me feeling a little better, and even the Hangwoman, because I feel that's the thing. We are using this time to go into our wisdom and kind of handle it by ourselves. I would say we're not really waiting for someone to help us. I don't really see like any card that would here represent any like outside influence. I think instead we're gonna use this time to go within us and find a solution. And until we do, we will be in this kind of stuckness a bit. So while I feel like it might not be the most comfortable thing, again, being hanged upside down, it's not really fun if you try that in yoga. I mean, it's good for you. Headstands and all that is apparently good for you, but it's definitely not easy and not very comfortable to stay for long times. But I think in the end, we're gonna see something. I kind of like that there's a window. Like I think at some point we'll flip back again and have this aha moment and kind of know what to do. And hopefully, we're gonna leave that time out at the time. The fourth card, which is really the crossing card, is the Hierophant, right? So again, not very like active card, not very action oriented kind of card. It's card of rules and laws and kind of those traditional set cultures, like legal things. So it can mean that there's some legal issues going in your life. It can be that there's some kind of hierarchy issues. So it can be about work, about relationship, like marriage. Hierophant can indicate all this kind of more like on paper style relationships, but it can also be our own set of rules and traditions and beliefs that we are having, and kind of, I guess, using that to find that fourth way. So, but I don't know, I feel like overall it feels like there's a lot of restrictions in our lives now, and we're struggling to find a way out of it, to be honest. And I am just hoping, as I say, that the Hermit is gonna prove. I mean, Hermit is the wisdom, our inner wisdom, and it's a timeout that we need, and that's good for us, and that we, use to learn something and find some new light and new path and new direction with. So I'm glad that it is here, although overall it's all very inactive kind of energy. So I feel like it's not going to be a very quick process. It's not going to be like eureka moment and we're going to start going, at least not next week. Okay, next week I still see that stuckness. So let me kind of maybe pull some cards to see, like, okay, what would be the good way to go through it, because I can just feel that frustration, like what would be the good like advice to kind of do in the next week. I'll pull three. Like I'll ramp this reading up a bit, but honestly I'm curious of their responses too. So the advice is 9 of Cups, Ace of Cups, and 10 of Wands. So I would say not giving up on your wishes and on your dreams of, well, abundance. 9 of Cups is just kind of getting your wishes fulfilled, like being very rich, very abundant, very content and fulfilled, which is kind of in contrast really to 4 of Cups, I would say. It's like almost the opposite. So I would say it's still available to us. We can still get it, and we shouldn't like compromise on that or give up that goals. It's still there. And then we have Ace of Cups, which is also like a very open heart kind of card, and some kind of new relationship or like kind of new offer in love coming in. Generally, I don't know, maybe some of it for you is within love. And then the Hierophant can kind of mean like a committed relationship kind of thing. So that maybe you want some more commitment, but like you're not getting it, or like you're already committed and but you're like feeling stuck on going to the next level. So in love context, definitely these two cards would suggest a bit of a better conclusion. But I would also say, like, have open heart, don't give up on your dreams and on your goals. Be open to kind of new relationships, new things, or like renewal in your current relationships. It's also possible that someone's gonna come to you with some kind of offer. And again, if it's more about work, it can also apply. It's just, it would be like some kind of new business relationship, but that one that you feel within your heart that it's right. It might not be the best, like on paper, like logically feeling, or like I don't know, financially, but like it would feel good to you. So I would say use your heart and that good feeling, what feels right to you in your heart, to make those choices. But we do have 10 of Wands, so I feel overall the path will be hard, and you will need to put hard work, but also it can mean that the hard work that you've already put into that gonna work. Like you're gonna it's gonna reap the seeds, so to say. Like you're gonna reap the benefits of that hard work. But again, I don't see it like exactly happening next week yet, because technically we're still in the 10 of Wands, so we are still putting that hard work, and I feel like there's a lot of pressure, and maybe pressure that we're putting on ourselves. But I would say, yeah, that, because it's an advice of what to do, I would say we need to work hard. Like you cannot just, once you will find this idea, or like to find this solution, you need to work hard, like put the work in, study, think, talk to people, you know walk the walk, and don't kind of wait for someone to just hand you an answer. So again, sounds a bit challenging overall. I hope you guys gonna be all right. I hope I'll be all right, and see you next week.